Hello, I'm Whisper. Welcome back to Dyson Sphere program. Let's load our chill and relaxed game. Now, where are yes? I was going to begin the pile sorter upgrade. And while we do that, speaking of upgrades, we may as well get as many of them as possible. Oh yeah, that's a lot. That's... boy. Okay. Wow. How are we looking? Oh yeah, we'll chew down all of that. We might find ourselves a little bit short here. And speaking of short, we are having a iron ore issue. Okay, how long for this? Less than a minute. And more power while we are waiting. I should take all that lot out. Maybe put in an ILS. Start feeding all the science through it. One at a time, thank you. While we do that, let's rip out that. And that was perfect timing. Yes, we'll ram it to the moon. There's no point in messing around. Pile sorters. Green belts. How many do we have? Plenty. That should do to start with. And while that does its business, I'll show you a little something. That can really shortcut some things when it comes to setting up the logistics. Now I can just copy, paste, and it automatically picks up what it wants, which is very handy. Alright, let's see. We literally have no more use for blue sorters. Mark 3s, we're going whole hog on pile sorters. And you may think that's kind of silly. However, there is a madness to my method. I am absolutely not going to try and juggle 2 or 3 different types of sorters in my inventory or on the logistics network. Once we get to them, we'll upgrade. Alright, where next? And speaking of, we may as well take out the extras that aren't needed anymore, since pile sorters are extremely efficient. We only need one per. Okay, let's have a look at our problems here. Okay, that is quite a bit of problems, isn't it? Perfect. Okay, let's bring in a PLS with some iron ore. How about here? Yes, 1,000 should suffice. Let's see. I suppose since we are here, we may as well top up all of these as well. Let's monitor this. 4 of them, really? Once they totally run out, we will get an alarm. Let's say this one is very close to both of those, most likely. Alright. That gives us the whole thing running. Do we don't need that anymore? Excellent. Somewhere I had a yellow belt on. That easy fixed. More green belts and blue sorters. Oh, and one green sorter. Yes, these are slower than these, because basically it takes 2 of these to make 1 of these. However, over time, it will trickle fill up. Excuse me. And now you're filling up nicely. Alright. Now I tore this out so that I could make space for a PLS, no, an ILS in here. So let us put the ILS in here. I'll really go through and just upgrade everything. I'll do it later. Okay, yellow. Blue. And I guess red. Probably here. We have information matrix there. Not entirely sure about this. May end up just basically excellent. Shifting a whole lot of stuff. Doesn't matter. When that finishes, we will not have a problem anymore. That really went through pretty quick. Thanking you. Oh dear. We really did chow down all our blue in the process of that. Oh. Okay. So what happens when you don't have this stuff? Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause here, pause recording, and I will go and upgrade pretty much everything around. Hello, what do we have? Did we run out already? We have run out already. Well, that was quick, wasn't it? Alright, as I was saying, I will upgrade a whole lot of belts and sorters in the background, and I think while I do that I might as well tap all the mining on the planet. And by the time I come back, there will be plenty of stuff done and ready for people to look at. Cheers, back in a bit. No, not that. Alright, back again. All blue belts, sorry, all green belts and blue sorters have been replaced. So everything is now maximized for belts and pulse orders. So let's just continue this lot. So these are all... Oh, we don't have any... It looks like we are short of steel. Alright, stone. I'm sure we've got something local down here. Where are we? Down here. Wait, come on you. There you go. Now let's look at steel. I think... alright. Goodbye. You charged? You are charged. Provide, you have stuff. Alright, let's go over here. We can pull steel from our first planet and distribute it. That will probably make steel a bit problematic there. But we can sort that later. Let's just move all this down a little. Interesting. It's already problematic. I see that we don't have any titanium alloy floating around or coming in much. Where's our titanium alloy? Down here? Yeah, it's a little bit struggling out there. Probably acid. Absolutely acid. Alright, focus. Steel. Cleared that area so I can put steel distribution here. Oh, I see. That should temporarily fix our steel. Acid we'll look at in a bit. Let us have a look here. $218. Okay, we've got enough there. What? Did I miss something there? No, I see it. Let's have a look here. Once everything catches up, no problems. so what the heck. No issues there. Hopefully, anyway. Let us get back to putting everything possible. Hello, we are short 8. That's an oddly specific number. Huh. You are alright in your 8. Excellent, excellent. All coming in. Next slot. No routes. We have some, yeah. An interim solution for the gears, but no troubles. Ah. Is there anything else that we need to set up to send? Yes, thanking you. Don't care. We'll do that for completion's sake, though honestly I don't think we'll need it. Completion's sake, in the future we may want to do science on another planet. Alright, that is looking good on the whole. Let's just double check all of these. Are we receiving? Requesting. Those are obviously working still. Working. Not working because we are lacking in titanium alloy. Because we are lacking in steel and mostly lacking in what was I saying before? Sulfuric acid. Don't know if we'll use that. However, the option is there and it's still going to be lacking in titanium alloy. Alright, let's just quickly save. Lucky episode 13. Let us see about getting some titanium alloy up and running better. We no longer need to send that, we'll be receiving it, which means that... And yes, I'm thinking ahead to when we have, what do you call it? Graphene coming from fire ice. Alright. That we do not need that. Alright, if we duplicate this, hopefully we have enough stone. We might need to add a double check. That is 6 stone a second, or six of them requires 8 stone a second. Okay, yep, we can double this. Where we are going to fall down is the oil input. Interesting. Yeah. But I grabbed 2. Huh. Must be losing my mind. Alright, now we have 2 there. Should be enough water. Could always blat some more in to here and then tap it off. However, enough of that for the moment. Let's us just double check the stone. Yep, we need more. let's turn that so we can see better. Plenty of stone, oil, 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 oil. This is going to be our bit of a bottleneck right now. Because we need more oil coming through. Alright, let's see where we have more oil seeps. Quite some distance away. We might do best if I pause again and then go tap all the oil seeps. And I was thinking about tapping those, but I decided not to. On the other hand, since I'm having to pause again, let's do it. Okay, back again. It's actually been quite some time. I've been doing stuff around the house. This is where we left off before going and tapping everything. And upgrading all the belts and sorters and the like. And this is where we have gotten to. Everything tapped. Okay, so now that that is done, and all our supermagnetic rings have come in clutch for us. Slowly building up. Excellent. So one thing I'm going to do is throw down another ILS up here. Where are we? Out here? Or is that too close? Too close. We need to be about there. Where should we put this? Probably about here. And this is just basically everything prepared. Set the filters and amounts, etc. These are just unfiltered. Okay, since I am here, I am going to do something that we will need further down the line. These, as you can see, are not 100% set up yet. Can I can. Now that's interesting. It looks like you can slap one on top. I wonder what it does. Not gonna worry. What we will do here is we will have our oil refineries. Guess the filter. Excellent. And we're only going to have 100. Oh, not 0. 1. Oh no, 100. And we will do the same here. Except not refineries, it will be extractors. We will never need more than the 100 of these things. So there we are. Alright, let's get back here again. Because as I recall, there were quite a few pieces of technology that we researched, but that we never put down. Wasn't that? What was it? It was probably... I'm not going to bother with that. I will put this down. I will put that down. Should I do that? Possibly. Geez, that's expensive. Well, we'll put down a build for them anyway. Some of these. So let us go to... must be in here. Weapons. Mark III. Now that's interesting. I don't have Mark III researched, but it allows me to set it as something to upgrade to. Very interesting. And I think the other buildings are probably in here somewhere. Interesting. Yes, signal tower. Can I see? Nope, I can't. Just a little bit hidden. Alright, we are not going to put these on the thingery yet. Excellent, that's nice to see. Not sure how many of these stack up to. However, they are there and useful. Double check our technology. Is there anything else we need? Haven't gotten to there. That's going. No, I won't bother with that for now. Need to put that somewhere. Speaking of technologies, let's have a look and see what other upgrades we might have. The yellow. Oh, that one requires information as well. Do we have any more? No, it requires information. we can do that. Plus 20% mining speed. 10% and 10%, that's good. And that one requires information matrix. And I won't worry too much about the rest of that lot. How's that? Nope. This one? Yeah, I'm alright. Won't worry about those. How are we looking? Oh, very good. Oh, I should have taken out those. Alright, never mind. You. Not required. And while I notice that, let's take out this one as well. Not required. Oh, goodness me. That was very clumsy skippy, wasn't it? Yeah. And I guess we better double check the blue science as well. Yeah, we've got that there. We can get rid of that also. Thought so. Yeah, I like having that ticked because we can see things are progressing without having to rest over the top. Not that it really matters because we do blat things out pretty quick. 600 megawatts. I'll just double check. Yeah, we're running low on coal there. Not a problem. Speaking of double checking, one more thing to double check. How? We are looking pretty good there. What's going? Oh, that will be, unfortunately. Oh, that's strange. You are idle because we have used them all doing other things. Not a problem, and that will be why you are idle also. Eventually we will catch up on it. And then of course this will be idle for the same reason. Should we... Yeah, while we think about it, so there's 4 there, probably 2 more. So just grab 8. Something's chugging. Probably all these bots making things chug a bit. Okay, before we head off to another planet, we'll go back to our innermost planet. Oh yeah, okay. Thanking you. What else? I will grab some more of these. Because why not? We really used a lot of that. Okay, let's see. And as you can see, we used a lot of these too. What else? We'll be needing that because we need some more steel production. Oh, let's see how our sulfuric acid is going. Yep, and that's pretty much gone as well. Alright, let us save this as B. And we'll head over to J miles. Sorry, our innermost. We are on J miles. Going all over. Bias of 3.22. By the time we go around the sun, it'll fling us all up the wall. Yep, there we go. We'll get there eventually. Oh boy, that dropped the cruise speed down terribly. Huh. What we need is the lowest bias possible. So 002, we'll hit the planet. Even at this lower speed. Fresh. Oh dear, what do we have here? Our iron ore is struggling terribly. And that will explain why some things are having a few problems. Where are we at? Nothing. Nothing. I am so tempted to go and sling. What other iron do we have? Yeah, essentially we are ripping it down and we don't have enough in the way of distribution. So that means we are going to have to head out to our outermost planet at some point. Alright, what I will do... Where was this iron ore patch down here? Oops. We will fly down here. We will put that into a PLS and run it through. And at least some of the iron ore will come up on our network. Not quite. Oh, what am I doing there? Wrong thing. Not quite what I was expecting to do. Oh, PLS, and I just started to throw it down. Come on, you. Right, that at least puts a little bit extra more on the table. No, I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm going to anyway. Just so that at least we get as much in as fast as possible. Alright, that was not what I had intended to do when I came here. You obviously can't put down another thing to consume iron ore. So what we will do, space just barely at a premium. Actually, let's come over here. And what we will do... Right, that is a full-size build there. What we will do is we will start using some of our fire ice from the where are we? Fire ice. Don't think we need any of those. Set it to orbital collect. Excellent, and I just realized I did not pick up any chemistry buildings. So, chemistry, where are we? Chemistry. Yeah. Thankfully we can do that. Right, fire ice 2. Where are we? Is our fire ice one? This one? Yes. Requires chemical facilities. And I do have a blueprint, rather old, that I can tile. So we'll start by doing that. Graphene fire ice. Which space do we have here? Okay, we can put down 2 rows. Let us do that. Go to there. It's gonna hang over. Thinking you. All right. We will have the fire ice going out and the graphene and hydrogen coming back. Oh yeah, who's missing the iron? Must be back on our starter planet. Can we get one more in here? Maybe, possibly, barely. Yes. Water. Okay. Local and remote and hydrogen. We'll only do local. Oh, I just realised something. I never did do yeah, that's a bit of a blooper. I never did put down anything for fractionators, which we will be needing. Since we have no deuterium on our ice giant. I will save this actually. Just barely. Only trim the tail off, but I'm not going to worry too much. Actually, before I do this, nah, we'll leave it. Leave it as it is. Yep, there it is, going over to our other planet. How much does our other planet actually want? Probably don't need 5,000. Let's go to 2,000. Oops. Alright, after that, let's do the next one then. Since we cannot do fractionators right now, which I'm a little bit bummed about, because that was very smart of me. we will do carbon nanotubes instead. Yes. Out here. Temporary for that one. Ah, maybe wrong position. Should be enough space for it, so let's put it here instead. Can't quite see. There we are. Center will be right. You're incoming, but you ain't there yet. Alright. Okay. How much do we actually have in the form of fire ice? Oh, of course, we can only take our logistics vessels only hold 400 apiece, and there's only logistics vessels on this end of the equation. So yes, that won't be going any faster than that. No troubles. Okay, let me get back out here again. For this one, we are going to want maybe that much. I'll fill that up, and this will be the probably not 10. Let's just go down to 5. Yes, that should do us. I really need to start putting the other one into there as well, rather than just the one. We're all flying off the one wing there, and that ain't good. Still, there'll be time to do that. Probably after. Let's have a look again at our chemistry. Carbon nanotube. An old one, same thing. Yeah, literally the exact same. In that case, if I remember rightly, it goes about there. And there. I should have flipped that first. Never mind, it isn't going to kill things. How are we looking? Good. Yeah, we may as well fill it to max. And I think I just might delete all of that, even though it sort of hurts. Alright. Oh, what did I do there? No. I forgot. I need to flip this so that it comes back. Excellent, there we go. Next one. Yep, there's space there that can go various places. Still bringing it in, awesome. Okay, next one. Do I have any? No, I won't have any here. Do I have any diamonds on the network? None whatsoever. That was a small slip on my part. What can we do? Space. We can make a small diamond smelting array here, just for local. And eventually it can be upgraded to use kimberlite rather than... Okay, do we actually have any coal? We don't. Exclude orbital collectors, thanking you. J. Miles. You are... Oh yes, you're that. None of those are appropriate. Actually, you... Fill it up. I love being able to modify our various systems remotely. Okay, well, now that we have that on the network, it's kind of in the way, isn't it? I put you here. Oops. We aren't using a valuable location, as it were. Or actually, maybe we will be. Hang on. Yeah, I had forgotten that. Let's see. Need to put it here. And then at least it will be relatively in tune with its area up top. Right, so actually thinking what I will do. Technology, we are going to go into proliferators. And I just realized that I should have done this while we were back on J Miles and set a thing for it. Yeah, doesn't hurt. Dear me, got a bit going on in the throat today. Blasted allergies. Alright, so what we want is we'll start off let's see. We'll make ourselves a tile actually. Yep, alright. That can come later. So, what we want actually, that was really silly of me. I should have just grabbed a smelting and thrown it down, but kind of overkill slightly. To be honest, what the hell? Eventually they'll have power. Right, smelting array going down. Yeah, done. Almost, actually. I love basically using only one sorter type, because that way I only have to carry one sorter type or shove it on the network instead of trying to juggle multiple types. Ah, yes. This should produce 15, 15, 15, 15, so 30 a second is completely overkill. Never mind, let us put that there. We'll just leave you at 2000 as well. And given the speed, I don't think we need to go more than 2000 of them either. Alright, I'll let that one rip. Spray coater and proliferator. What do I need to make a spray coater? That we'll need some stone for. All right. Gee, why am I bothering? We've got that on tap. So really, all I need is some electronics. Where is our microelectronics build? Grab some of those, grab some electronics. Come over here. Now we have up here, so let's grab a little bit, assuming we can. Oh yep, no troubles. That's probably plenty. Instead of gathering stone manually, we'll try and find where one of our... Come on, I'm sure there was a stone one. Here we are. That will be enough of that. And we need some of those. Pretty much exactly what we wanted. Oh no. Hang on. This path you already reversed. I just hadn't done anything with you yet. Good. That will make it a little better. As they all empty out. Alright, now where? I'm fairly sure we can get a proliferation build into the slum area there. Let's have a look, and it looks like we're backed up on carbon nanotubes. Beautiful. And we're backed up on everything there. Even better. We'll use an ILS because we will end up exporting them eventually. Should that do? Let's have a look here. It should. What is the actual? So we've got coal, and diamond, and then that and that. Excellent. So we want diamond next. Just 1,000 since they're local. Carbon nanotubes, just 1,000 because they're local. Do not need to do that. What should we do? Alright, let us have a look at a build. All of these require assemblers. Now, technically we can daisy chain between each. However, I'll only daisy chain the first one. And I'll explain, well, you'll see why. Actually offset that up a couple. Might as well, thinking about it. Right, let's just quickly mark the belts so that it's plain as to what we're going to be putting in them. There's the diamond there. That one is going to be the Mark II. Filing is sometimes a little bit funny. Why didn't I set that? Alright, so what we do is we pull in, straight across, pull in, out, in, out. And we're doing the direct injection because we don't want to proliferate it. However, we do want to proliferate this, and obviously this as to what goes out at the end. So, just barely room there. How close do we want to get? If we go here, that's right on the edge. But there's 1, 2, 1, 2 up top. Go and put that right on the edge. Which would not hurt. And I should have put these down first. I kind of want a little more room for proliferation. Let's just double check. Will go there. Can we get Something out of here, okay. Come on. I kinda don't like that. So let's make a little more room here. Yeah, that looks a little better. Oops, turn you. So we'll spin through, proliferate itself, proliferate all that, then go in here. Kind of half tempted to just shove that to the ceiling. I'll leave it at that for now. Have a bit of a think about it. Yep, alright. Well, in that case, let's get started. Wonder how many we'll make a second. Let's see. For those two, so that means it'll only chow down about 30 as it gets towards about here. 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. Which means if we can only consume 30 a second, that is 30, 15, 7.5. Self-proliferated, probably about 10, 12. It'd be about 10, 11. Which is good enough. Way more than we need. Speaking of things, let's have a look at power. We'll do for now. Funny, isn't it? We've skipped right past the first two proliferation and just gone straight for the best. Because I guess really didn't care. We are basically going slow. Alright, what I will do is we're still struggling for iron ore. Let us have a look at what our furthermost planet... Oh god, that's a long one. That is 5 million. I think we're going to have to go out there. Just put it into a mining planet. Ditto for the titanium ore. And may as well for the silicon as well. Okay. just clean up stuff we don't really care about at this stage. And oh boy, we are out of blue belts, aren't we? Alright, let's get out there first. We'll call some stuff in, and then I'll stick a pin in it, and I will do it all in downtime. Time to get there, about 1 minute. Bias 0.5. It's actually really good. I'm just moving the pointer, the little square, to where we sort of think the planet will be, and pressing the W key to say, hey, go that direction. And as long as that bias is good, pronunciation is hard. So long as the bias is low, we will basically get to the place, unless we're going too close to a gas giant or another planet or the sun. By God, we really slowed down when we went past the sun, didn't we? Let's see what this planet is like. If I remember rightly, we don't want to be using wind turbines on this one. Stone veins. Ah yes, nice. Nice amounts of iron. You can guess what I'm going to do in downtime. But first, we'll go up to the North Pole. And we will simply drop a ILS here. Ooh, it's our last ILS. It's a good thing we have some on the network, isn't it? Buildings, if I remember rightly, need about 1600. Or might be 2000. We definitely need a couple or 3,000 of these. Because we have no power, it's not going to go out. However, it is still handy. And yeah. How many of these do we have? Sod all. Still, it will be enough. Well, I won't hold you up. This is probably, this will be definitely close to 2 hours, the way things have been. So we'll just save that as C. And the next time you will see our planet fully developed. Cheers and enjoy Dyson Sphere program.